So today is 4th of Feb 2025. Keep trying to say 2024. If anybody doesn't know me, my name is Alexi, run my own SMMA. Been doing it about 2.5 years, and yeah, just tracking my journey day by day. So obviously had a really positive day yesterday. Signed up a client, 3K paid in full, literally only one call a month, mainly going through my course and learning it like that, which is obviously amazing, really positive. Just had 3 more calls today. It's 2:15 now. Just had 3 more calls. And I was really confident that I was going to get at least 1 to 2 of them. And we've left with none. And that's just the nature of sales, right? And yeah, it was really interesting. Like, my first call was a follow-up call with a lady I had about 2 weeks ago. She wanted some time to review it, and then we've come back, had a follow-up chat to help her decide. She was currently working with someone, so she wanted to see a bit more how that went before she sort of made the leap. And yeah, she just said she's just doing a lot of things. She signed up to loads of different things. She said she wants to finish the thing she's on now and then have a call and see if we're going to go ahead a third time. So yeah, I've booked her in, well, for mid-March. Let's see how that goes. The second one was interesting. I was confident with this one. Also based on the form and that they fill in before they book in a call. Seemed like what she was saying was really good. Like, she was said she had money to invest, 5 out of 5 importance, ready to get started straight away. I was like, okay, this could be a good one. Got on the call, and I could see a little bit that she was a bit of a tire kicker. Like, essentially what that means from a non-salesperson is it means they're wasting your time, essentially. They're just a bit nosy. It's like the phrase comes from when you go in the car showroom and they're just kicking the tires, just pretending they're interested. But then she also showed signs that she was interested. She said she was 10 out of 10 urgency, ready to invest right now, etc. And yeah, just got to the pitch, and then she just said the price point was too much, even though she said she had the money to invest, which was interesting, which reaffirmed the fact that she was a tire kicker. And then the call I've had just now started at 2 o'clock. It's 2:15. I ended it after 10 minutes. She just weren't a fit. She weren't serious about growing. She wasn't even looking for one-to-one clients. So I was like, what are you looking for? What is your objective? And she was like, oh, I want more exposure. I went, why do you want more exposure though? She said, I just want people to see me. So just a bit of a loony one there. So anyway, so qualified her out. I just let her know. I said, look, I do more than just give people exposure. And I just said, it's not worth continuing this conversation if that's all you're looking for and you have no capacity to help anyone else. So yeah, we ended up there, and that was that. So that's just the nature of sales though, right? You have all these calls and 3 of them in a day just ain't been a fit for right now. So that's just sales. But not on another day, all 3 of them would have been like the woman yesterday who was ready to go, bought in, etc. So yeah, so in the last 2 days, I've had 5 calls, 4 have turned up, I've converted 1. So that's about a 25% conversion rate out of people that turn up, which is pretty good. And then I've got 3 more calls this week, booked in another 2 earlier for this week. I booked 1 more for a couple of weeks away. So I'm constantly getting calls in, which is really positive. Just the quality just hasn't been the best of some of them. So I guess that's where the adverts come in and determines who I attract. But yeah, again, like reflecting back on that conversation I had with that Will guy, who I paid 2K for an hour of his time, he was like, well, he was like, if they're 5 out of 6 on the rating of 10 being amazing, client 1 being rubbish, if they're a 5 or 6 and they're showing up, he said that's good enough. So he said that's a good thing. He said most people will be a 5 to a 6, and you'll get the odd 10, you get the odd 1. That's the nature of it. So yeah, it's just about booking more and more calls and keeping it consistent. But it's progress. We're getting there. We're getting the calls in every day. We're getting the opportunities and the leads for every day. So it's positive. I can't complain at all. Again, considering where I was even last month, still doing decent, but I didn't have this much consistency and these many eyes on me. So it's really positive. And yeah, obviously that call I had with that guy, which was 2 grand for an hour, I've already covered the investment. And that investment, I wouldn't have made that money yesterday if I hadn't spoke to him, because I was only selling it one way yesterday. I didn't have a range and like a product suite, so to speak. And because I had the product suite, the woman yesterday took the bottom package. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I just need to keep pushing, keep getting more sales opportunities, keep spending to make money. And I'm not too bothered about being like overly profitable at the moment. Um, like it's going to be hard for me to not be profitable, but I'm more than happy to put everything back in that I make to just really get this going. And yeah, like I said, um, I'm spending about 1,000 a month with the current ad. I'm going to add another ad, so I'm happy to spend 2 grand a month. My usual expenses for softwares and all the other things is usually about 500 a month at a push. So again, even if that's 2.5 grand a month on costs, I've made 3k yesterday off of one client. I've got another 2k. I've got another 2.5k of payments to come through. So I'm still. This is why this business model is so good, because like you can spend so much and the margins are still so good. So yeah, I just need to nail my ads even more and just keep perfecting them, keep making them even more effective. But like I say, this week, 8 calls this week, 2 calls next week. I'm waiting for another 2 to 3 people still to book in. So yeah, it's positive. It's really good. It's really good. I just need to, like I said, keep at it, keep going, and just keep growing it and see what happens. But yeah, that's just the nature of sales, and that's what happens. Not everyone's going to be a good fit. Not everyone's going to be right for right now, and that's why you need so many calls, because you get the odd people who aren't ready, who aren't a fit, etc., etc. So yeah, we're getting there slowly. I can definitely feel the momentum picking up, and there's progress being made. So see what happens. Keep pushing and go from there.